I used to think the biggest enemy in my golf game was my swing. Turns out it was playing golf swing and not golf itself. Over the last 4 years, golf has literally taken over my life. Whether it be chasing that perfect shot, my personal best, or even trying to go out and beat my buddies. It's addicting. But somewhere between a 25 handicap and a 10 handicap, I learned something. Your golf game might be better off without the internet. And I have the scars to prove it. I'm Eric Black, a 10 handicap, trying to break into the low single digits. I post new videos every Monday. There's no perfect Instagram swings here, just the grind. Today, I want to tell you the 4 lessons that I wish I would have known earlier. Lessons that would have saved me so much time, frustration, and some range balls, or money, whatever we want to call it. Let's get into it. Lesson 1, source of truth. If you've ever searched Fix My Slice, congratulations. You just unlocked the 7th circle of swing tip hell. My dad always told me use your resources. That worked for school and life. But in golf, too many resources is the problem. You search one video about grip, suddenly you've got 7 different instructors telling you 7 different things. Next thing you know, every range session on the course, you've got a new swing thought. It leads to total disaster. When this happened to me, I hit my breaking point. I realized I wasn't Victor Hovland. I couldn't sift through the noise, frankly. That's when Jon Sherman's concept of putting your horse blinders on really changed everything.
Your ears are way too open and you're taking way too much advice. But worst of all, the algorithm. Anyone can fire up Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Pick one teacher you trust, YouTube or in person, and commit to them. One priority, do it for weeks or months at a time. Do not panic swap and do not chase feels. Think about it. The last time you picked up a tip, how long did you actually stick with it? The lesson is clear here. Fewer inputs, more consistency, better golf. Or as Tiger said,
if he or she wanted to just improve their game. Don't watch YouTube. Okay. What's the second one that's called balls?
Don't watch YouTube.
Don't hit balls.
Lesson 2, practice skills, not technique. When my dad and I got back into golf, we used to joke, just be an athlete. Funny thing is, it's great advice, but we didn't follow it ourselves most of the time.
Good shot.
Everything changed though when I found the Sweet Spot podcast and Jon Sherman's framework. Play the swing you have, but practice the skills you don't. Skills like strike, low point, face control, tempo, things that make a real difference in your game. They're not positions, not perfect lines if you get your app and your iPhone out. They're actual skills. Greg Rose from TPI explains this perfectly. Block practice feels good, but at some point it's like doing the same math problem over and over again. You're not going to learn anything new. Random practice, it forces your brain to learn something every swing. That's really the stuff that shows up on the course. Safe to say, I'm still a shitty golfer at times, but skills practice has been a large part of my improvement, especially within the last year. Lesson 3, separate practice mode from play mode. Just because I knew you shouldn't practice technique on the course doesn't mean I always followed it. But every time I try to play, I try to remember that the range and on course are 2 entirely different games. One of my best rounds ever came after I couldn't stop shanking on the range. Now, it's not uncommon for me to shank one maybe every other round. I shanked it over 15 times in my warm-up. This is another reminder that learning and performing are not the same thing. I knew that in principle, but I didn't always live it. There's a million concepts around this, but one of my favorites comes from Vision 54. The think box, play box. In the think box, you're thinking club, target, distance, shot shape, feel. But once we cross that line, that invisible line to the play box, no mechanics, no analysis, just commit and swing. Yeah, we all do it sometimes, but on the course, fixing your swing is a dumb idea. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Lesson 4. No one cares what you shoot. Golf is so easy to overthink. Don't shank it. Don't top it. Don't embarrass yourself. How many times have you stood on the first tee thinking those things? But here's the truth. Nobody cares. Think about the last time you played with a random. Do you remember their score? Their swing? Probably not. But you may remember who they were and how they were during the round itself. It's human nature. Everyone's really invested in themselves in their own round. Once you realize that, you'll stop caring as much about what everyone else thinks. When I embraced that, everything changed. I started playing golf, not obsessing about what others thought about me. Shit, I still do that, but less so. On top of that, our expectations for ourselves as average golfers, people that have to go to school or work during the week, are way too high. When's the last time you actually took a hard look at the stats of elite amateur golfers or pro golfers? Jon Sherman's 4 Foundations of Golf does that for you. He emphasizes that even scratch golfers, elite amateurs, only hit about 70 to 75% of the greens in regulation. When's the last time you were hard on yourself for missing a green? Also, on the greens, PGA Tour players only make about 60% of their 8-foot putts. When's the last time you got mad at yourself for missing that easy 8-footer? If these are some of the best players on earth, and they can accept the fact that they miss quite often, then why are we holding ourselves to an extremely high standard? Jon Sherman doubles down with his 2/3 rule, which I really love.
There are 3 phases of the game: tee shots, approach shots, and finesse shots. You can play your best golf when only 2 parts of your game are above average for that day. One part of your game is going to abandon you, and that's okay. Your scores can still improve. There's no such thing as a 3 out of 3 round. You don't need to be perfect to have a great round of golf. You need to be patient. If you remind yourself that mistakes are okay and have the mental resolve to dig in, I guarantee you your handicap is going to drop.
Think about the last time you heard a PGA Tour golfer get off the course. They shot a 62. You would dream, you would jump over the moon to shoot a 62. And all they can talk about is the 5-footers they missed and how they left 3 to 4 strokes out on the course. Even great rounds, not everything goes well. You can't expect it to. Improvement isn't about a better swing. It's about better golf. It can be about having one source of truth, practicing skills, lowering your expectations and realizing nobody cares, and separating practice from playing. If any of these lessons hit home, give them a try. See if it helps your game. I know it's helped mine. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.